using worse, couldn't you?
Oh, thank you. I do try.
Yeah? Hello.
No, you.
No. You didn't do too loud.
Thanks.
Get up. Mum! Look! Oh, Sarah! Welcome to the family.
Thank you.
I used to lose what time of day it was. Sometimes I'd wake up and it would be early evening, with no memory of where I'd been. That was a typical day for me. One time I woke up and it was later than usual. Normally I'd wake up to my daughter poking my face, but this day it was different. It was quiet. I remember, first thing I thought of was, where's my drink? Why I thought of that over everything else, I don't know. It took me a good 20 minutes to realise there was no one home. I lost my family in a single day because I couldn't put that bottle down. My name is Derek, and I lost my family because of my own desire to drink.
Hey, you.
Hey, yourself.
What you doing?
I am sending off this job application and looking at wedding venues.
Oh, you're getting married? I had no idea.
Shush.
I suppose I better let my other girlfriends down gently. There could be an uproar, you know.
Yeah, only between you and your ego.
Ah, yeah. I thought it was too warm to wear a scarf now.
Well, I am one of the cool kids now, so...
Sarah, have you submitted that job application yet?
Done and done, mother dearest.
Did you make the amendments to your personal statement like I told you to?
I didn't need to, it's good enough as it was.
Sarah, you need this job. You know, I've pushed you through your education and your work so far. You wouldn't be where you are now without me, remember that?
Barbara, serious question. Can I start bugging you for pocket money?
Wake up. Are you still not dressed?
It's my day off. Besides, I'm up early. What does it matter?
First impressions are important. You need to look the part for people to notice you.
Dress to impress like you.
Dressing to impress is when you do at interviews. Intimidation is a game.
Good morning, love of my life. And Sarah. Morning, Bobs. And I thought we got all of our spare keys back.
Yeah, me too.
Your attitude does not help the situation, Mark.
It's me.
Sarah is on the verge of applying herself. Keep jokes to when there's something to joke about, eh?
All in good time. I'll apply for jobs. I'm just waiting to hear back from them.
Sarah's right. There's not much you can do till she hears back from places.
Well, she could be chasing up applications, you know, being ahead of the others. She's more than capable of bettering herself.
Sarah is here, you know.
Yes, I know, exactly. But you should be where you want to be, work-wise. You're 26 now. I can't keep looking after you.
You don't have to, I'm looking after myself.
Relying on your future husband to support you is not looking after you.
Come on, that's not fair.
That's not what I meant. You know what I mean.
Sarah doesn't rely on me for anything, and she will get this job.
Well, she better, because you can't support the both of you and run this house.
Mum.
Oh, just try your best, Sarah.
Hey, have a good day.
I know it's easier said than done, but try not to take what your mother said to heart.
I know.
She loves you. I love you. And guess what? Your new employers, they're gonna love you. Here.
Oh,
You
wow.
can be the cool kid for
Yeah.
the day.
Careful, you're going to pass all your powers to me. The damage I could do is godly. You've been warned.
Alright, just relax. Today is your day off, and I will see you tonight.
See you later.
Bye.
Is your family fully aware of the offence that you have committed?
Yes, they are aware.
Is there anyone at the house currently dealing with law enforcement?
No, it's just me. The disappointing son.
Will your returning home have any effect on any children living at the address?
Nope.
Okay. The information you have provided will be used while we conduct a home visit within the next 7 days. You will need to remain at home until that point. Do you understand?
Yes.
Have you been in those things all day?
I didn't need to go anywhere today, so I worked on more job applications.
You don't want a job, you need a career. You need to be out there meeting people face to face. No one's going to hire you looking like that.
Well, obviously I'm not going to job interviews in my pyjamas.
This is not the life I envisioned for you. Sitting around all day.
And what kind of life had you envisioned for me, Mother? And what kind of job had you envisioned for me?
You're a smart girl, Sarah. But exactly how many jobs have you applied for today? One. Really, in a whole day?
Job applications aren't what they used to be like back in the day, Mum.
Oh, please.
I'm serious. I would spend all day working on applications just for them to be thrown out in the trash or rejected.
Does not happen. You're exaggerating.
Look at the job sites, Mum. They're asking for experience stacking shelves.
You better not be applying for jobs stacking shelves. I thought you wanted to move up, not down.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. Its competition is fierce, Mother. For any job.
And I have told you you don't want a job. You need a career.
And what I want to do is things my own way, like anyone my age should.
Well, at least you accepted Matt's proposal. 2 wages are better than none.
I'm sorry. Wanting to marry someone is not about a gain of wealth. I'm marrying him because I love him.
You barely know yourself. What do you know what true love is?
Barbara!
Oh, Sarah, just...
Hold on. 2 sugars in mine. Hi, can I help you?
Good evening, miss. Are you Sarah Wilson?
Yeah, it's me. What's up?
Are you the partner of Mark Matheson?
Yes, there's something wrong.
May we come in for a moment, please?
Please, I'd really appreciate if you told me now.
I think it would be
Please.
better if we... I'm so sorry, Miss Wilson.
No. No, 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 Mom! Mom!
I'm so sorry.
Mom!
So sorry. Try and get some sleep. You need to look after yourself. It's getting late. Would you like me to stay? Okay. I'll come by and check on you tomorrow. All right? Okay.
Good afternoon, miss. What can I get for you today? Excuse me, miss?
Miss and Mrs. Wilson, I understand how difficult this is for both of you, but I want to assure you that we are doing all that we can to support you. There is a person of interest who we are keen to interview in line with some other minor incidents.
I'd hardly call this a minor incident. Would you, officer?
No, ma'am, you're right. Which is why we are keen to interview this individual as soon as possible.
You can call our control centres any time if you have any questions.
And we will keep you updated with any developments that happen.
Thank you, officers. Well, that's something, I guess. Sarah, you've been invited to a job interview? Oh, this is great news. Interview's tomorrow? Right. Okay. I'll go and find all your smart clothes and I'll iron them for you. Things are looking up.
Welcome back! Hi, Yasmin.
I have customers waiting and gossip up to my eyeballs. I see in there. Well?
Oh, what?
Are you going to ask me what the major gossip is?
What's the major gossip?
Remember that guy Ben I was seeing?
I thought you were dating Phil.
Phil? No, that was ages ago. No, Ben, the one who came in and asked for my number. Well, popped in last week. Asked me to go to Paris with him.
Oh, that's nice.
I know, it's going to be so romantic. Dinner by the Eiffel Tower, wine all night long. And of course his wife will never find out, 'cause she never comes to me. You okay?
I'm fine.
Heard about what happened. Is that why you haven't been in for ages? Well, I didn't mean it like that. Come talk to me now, if you want. Like a friend. Oh my God, you missed it, didn't you?
Missed what?
We had this talk to the dead guy came in last week. He was telling everyone the fortunes.
The fortune teller here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know whether he was a fortune teller. He got messages from beyond for everyone. He told me that I'd meet this really rich guy, take me away and sweep me off my feet.
And how did he know this?
My dead gran told him.
Oh, yeah.
And he was really good with stuff like that. He was really good, you know. This messages from beyond thing. It's a real thing.
Hey, you.
Hey, yourself.
What you doing?
Multitasking.
Oh, yeah. Women can do that. What are you multitasking?
My would have been life with my what is going to be life.
This was always going to be your life.
But I never wanted it without you.
Who said it wouldn't be with me?
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Since I gave the last talk, I see it only fitting to ask, who else would like to share with us? We're all here for the same reasons, and to feel safe in anything we discuss. I won't point anyone out, but if anyone would like to talk, please feel free.
When I was a child, I used to watch my father drinking heavily, saying and doing horrible things to my mother. When I was younger, I never married. I don't suppose I found the right person. I remember one day at my brother's house, he turned round and said to me, "Are you not tired of living alone?" And it just hit me very hard. My own brother. So I went home and poured myself a drink. And when I woke up 3 days later, I had drunk all the alcohol in the house. And now I just can't stop drinking. That's all I have to share with you for now.
Sarah, can I come in?
Doors open.
Have you been getting my texts? How did it go? What did they say?
Went fine.
What did they ask you? Did they say when you would know by? Did you shake their hands like I told you to?
Yes, I shook their hand. They said they'd let me know by the end of today.
It's good. This is good. This is a great opportunity for you, Sarah. And after everything that's happened lately, it's important to take control. And Mark would want that.
Mark would want that. How do you know what Mark would have wanted?
Mark would want you to be able to support yourself, be your own person and not rely on others.
And by others, I suppose you mean Mark.
Mark, me? Anyone? I have to.
Be my own self. Yeah, I got it.
Don't you think it's time that you lost this attitude?
What attitude?
This everything has stopped attitude. Life does not stop because of how you're feeling.
Mark is gone. And I can't pretend that I'm okay with that.
But you need to look after yourself now. The future won't wait.
For what? A job? Do you really think that's the most important thing right now?
A job? Yes. But getting yourself back out there and meeting someone new. Someone with a little more career prospects, maybe.
Career prospects? How dare you? What kind of twisted notion is that? Do you really think I'm going to be able to turn my life around in an instant and forget everything I had planned?
Dwelling on the past does not help you, Sarah.
Oh, and burying it is.
Oh, that's not what I'm saying.
That is exactly what you just said, Mother.
Now look, Sarah. Nothing is going to change the fact of the situation that we're facing right now. You need to be grown up about this and stop moping around.
It's been 1 week. What kind of person is going to be all right in a week?
Well, I am not going to sit round idly and watch my only daughter throw away her future.
My future? Hello? Yes, this is she. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you do. Thanks. Well, I didn't get it.
Oh, Sarah. You're back to square one. I'll look around for you. There might be something coming up in the probation office you could go for.
No, you won't. Get out.
Excuse me?
Please leave. Now.
Sarah, you can't speak to me like that.
Get out!
Sarah, please pick up.
is this thing on? Don't tap the microphone, said the sound guy. My friends, welcome. Before we begin this evening, I just want to ask, has anyone ever been to a reading like this before? No? Okay, excellent. I do this for one reason, and one reason only, and that is to offer comfort to those that have lost someone dear to them. You, my dear, what is your name?
Joyce. My name's Joyce.
Joyce. You've lost someone recently, haven't you? Now, this person, I'm guessing it was a man. I sense he was in a lot of pain. But he was a foodie. He liked his food.
Yes, he was.
He has a message for you. He wants you to know that he is happy. And he is well fed. And he misses your cooking. Not really. I'm getting something from this side of the room now. David? Dave?
My cousin was called David.
Ah, excellent. He has a message for you.
Highly recommended by our chef. A caramel latte with a sprinkling of cocoa and some fresh cherry slices. Between me and you, it's a mediocre coffee and a day-old piece of cake.
Sorry?
Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
Oh, good, you're home?
That spare key was for emergencies only.
I haven't come here for a fight. Sit down. Oh, you know, this behaviour's just got to stop before it becomes a real problem. Here. What's this? You have an appointment tomorrow. It's with a friend of mine. He's called Peter. He's a counsellor specialising in grief counselling.
Why are you doing this?
Doing what?
Organising things behind my back when I clearly don't want you to.
It's not about what you want, Sarah. It's about what you need, and this is what you need.
How do you know what I need?
Tomorrow. Don't be late.
Your mother's quite a tenacious woman, isn't she? She arranged these sessions without you knowing about them, I understand. Is that right?
Yes, she did.
I'm sorry about that. Can I reassure you after what's happened that what we might talk about is entirely confidential? It's just between us. But the way it normally works is that someone has some idea about what they think they might get from sessions, and then ground rules are set about how to proceed. But is there anything you'd like to ask me?
Well, excuse my ignorance, but do you really think this can help?
Well, I've been doing this for some time now. My experience has been that people have found help from sessions that go ahead, these sort of talking therapies.
And do you think that you're the right person?
Well, I can only help you if you let me. What I suggest we do is have a talk about how it works a bit more. Perhaps take a week or so to think about it and get back in touch if you feel it might be of use.
Okay. Yeah. Why not?
Hey, you.
Hey, yourself.
Careful with that, you don't want to break it and cut yourself.
You can't be here.
I'm always here for you. I made you a promise. That's a promise I intend to keep.
Is this a dream?
Hey, look at me. Do I look like a dream?
I can't keep feeling like this. I hate feeling alone. I'm scared. I'm going crazy.
Don't be scared. I'm here. I love you. And I will never let anything bad ever happen to you.
This has to be done, Peter.
What you're suggesting is unethical, Barbara. There's no way I'm prescribing medication for Sarah. She does not need medication.
I'm not asking you to force her to take medication. Just simply mention it to her when you see her next.
Go home, listen, and keep quiet when you feel the need to talk. And that way you'll get a lot further with her.
She makes me feel like I'm a 10-year-old. I can't do anything for myself. I'm sure some people would love to have a mother so supportive, but it's just destructive, and
Destructive?
Yes, she makes me question my own instincts.
Well, instincts are important. They help us survive.
Exactly. And it's having the reverse effect, and it's just too much. I'm sorry, I didn't even say hello. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thanks. How have things been for you since the last session?
I'm going to work tomorrow. That'll be good to get out of the house, I suppose.
Well, they say productivity is good for the mind. Has anything else changed?
I went to a spiritualist meeting.
Really? And how was that?
Okay, I guess. I mean, not what I expected.
Well, you know, people deal with grief in many different ways. Some through anger, some through a sense of hope. I could refer you to a group therapy session if you'd like. That might be of more use to you. Would you like me to give you details on that?
Okay.
There's a name coming through to me now. I want to say a Matt or a Mark. Lady with a scarf. Is it a Matt or a Mark?
Mark.
Of course it is. It's always easy to get those names mixed up. Now, this Mark, you guys were close. You had plans together. Tell me, my dear, have you ever thought about opening up your own business?
No.
No, well, do it. It'd be the best thing you've ever done. This Mark, he was a younger man. He was very successful in his line of work. He bought you nice things like that scarf. Now, he was a very serious man as well, serious about his family and his work. But he has a message for you. He wants you to know that he's glad that you like it. And that he's in a much better place. Another reading. Over here.
Hope's a strong emotion. More so even than fear.
Excuse me?
Hope. It's a good motivator, but that's all it is, right? Just a little hope.
Hope can be a painful thing sometimes.
Spoken like a true pessimist. But you're not a pessimist, are you?
And I suppose you would know about that, would you?
I have my inclinations.
Oh, and would those inclinations kindly incline you to step away from my car?
Mother's words.
Excuse me?
Well, you have your own thoughts and your own voice, so why not use them instead of listening to what everyone else tells you can and can't do?
You're being very rude.
Yeah, and you're being very naive.
I'm sorry. I didn't get your name.
Elise. Yours is Sarah, right?
Were you in there?
Yeah. Total waste of time.
Well, then why did you come?
Same reason as you, I guess. Hope. Like I said, it's a great motivator.
Hope's a lot more than just motivation for someone to do something.
Ooh, there we go. That was the real you.
Have you lost someone too?
Lost? Well, that implies that you had something first, right?
Everyone has something.
Yeah, I guess. But that can't be found in a hotel room with some generic furniture and a bunch of strangers.
Well, then where can I find it?
Somewhere only you can go. Some bonds are deeper than love. They're found in experiences and memories. That means more than a few meaningless words told by some liar.
What do you want from me?
Me? Nothing. It's what you want. What you need. Look, I went to see these guys. They helped me out. And blah, blah, blah. Hope's a strong motivator, but then that's all it is. Hope, my dear. Hello!
That's a joke.
They're not your words again. Look, you must have felt the need to be here, right?
I don't know what I need.
Maybe you need to stop listening to all those voices running through your head. And that scarf was not a gift.
I like it.
Like it? You hate it. Look, why don't you come in? Take a seat. My manners. Tea?
So why were you at the hotel?
Keep my finger on the pulse. Let me know I'm doing a good job.
And what is it you do?
I'm sure you figured that out by now. Sugar?
No, thank you.
I love tea. Did Mark like tea?
Mark?
I was there. You volunteered your information to that crazy man.
Silly, really.
Well, if you think that's silly, you must think I'm cuckoo.
I don't know why I'm here.
That's one thing that you do know. And you shouldn't be ashamed of it.
I lost someone. Someone I was very close to. And I want to be me again.
Well, you will be. Once you stop listening to all the other voices in your head.
I have trouble sleeping at night. I'm dreaming of all these memories, but then when I wake up, the memories aren't there. It's like they were never there. I don't know how I'm feeling. It's just... it's almost like...
confusion.
I can hear his voice as clear as day. I can feel his hand on mine. But I can't see him. I can't see him.
How do you feel?
Displaced. I don't know a better word for it.
You want my advice?
Go on.
Roll with it. See what happens. And then come back to me.
When what happens?
I don't know, but when it does, you'll know. Drink up. It's good tea.
Pay yourself.
I always loved this thing.
Well, you can't have it now. It's mine.
You always hated it.
Why did you go?
It wasn't my choice, Sarah. Do you think I wanted to?
Your choice or not, I'm alone now. And everything is falling apart.
I told you. I would always be there for you.
Do you remember when we planned our trip around the world? With that map and some little drawing pins?
Yeah, I remember. We decided to choose places at random, and the first place you picked was Blackpool.
I wanted you to see the lights.
You can still go.
I met someone. She wants to help. She says I should just see what happens and roll with it.
And is she helping?
Yeah, she is. Just making it easier.
And what about Barbara?
I don't want to talk about her. I feel like I'm trapped. I need to do something.
Do what you need to do.
Mother, this isn't the best time. Well,
take a seat. So, tell me about your sessions.
I've been twice. There isn't much to tell.
Twice? I know, what else?
What do you mean?
I know how these things work, Sarah. I've seen it plenty of times before.
The group sessions.
Yes, the group sessions, so what happened?
They're not working. They're not for me.
Well, but you have been going to the group sessions.
Yes, twice.
All right, now I know you're lying because there's a session on right now as we speak, and you're not there.
I've told you they're not working. Simon, or whatever his name is absolute bogus.
Simon?
Yes, the medium, or whatever he does.
And just what group sessions have you been going to?
What?
So, instead of getting real help, you've been attending sessions with spell-casting idiots.
Spell-casting idiots? They're not witches.
It's the same difference. And what would Mark think? You hanging around with a bunch of disillusioned...
Mark supports me whatever decisions I make.
Sarah, where are you? This isn't you.
All I want from you, all I need from you is support.
Look, I can't support this, and I won't support this. Mark will be so disappointed. There's no information you can give me.
Barbara, I've explained to you on numerous occasions, any discussion I have with a client is confidential. No, I'm not saying anything to you that doesn't involve Sarah.
Do you have kids, Mr. Miller?
You know I have, Barbara.
Then you understand how important it is for me to know what's going on with Sarah.
Sarah! Have I got things to tell you?
Can't it wait?
No, not this. Remember last time I was telling you about that talk to the dead guy? Mm-hmm. Well, he told me I'd meet a really rich man. Anyway, this guy comes up to the bar, tells me I've got an amazing smile, and that he wants to take me on a business trip with him. How cool is that?
That is great.
I know. He got it spot on, that man, you know. I think his name was Simon. Maybe you should speak to him. He might have a message for you about a wealthy man ready to sweep you off your feet.
Not interested.
Oh, come on. You could do with it. Especially since Mark had very little money and couldn't even afford to buy you a decent ring.
Don't talk about Mark that way.
No, he's dead. Why would he care?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, I'm just saying.
No, Yasmin. You have no clue of the world or people. You and your hollow head.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What's the matter?
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Okay, just tell me what happened.
I'm questioning everything. This isn't like me. Why am I being so hostile?
Maybe it's because you're angry? Look, I was angry this morning. See that? I banged that on the dresser. And I swore like a sailor who'd lost their rum.
Pirates. Pirates drink rum.
Pirates, cowboys, Indians, astronauts, they're all the same.
Thanks, Elise. I'm sorry for barging in.
Don't apologise. But I guess you've not come around to look at my foot or to taste some of my tea, so why are you here? Sarah, tell me what you want.
I want to reach out. I want to reach out.
Are you sure? Look, let me just break it down for you, because if you're going to do this, it has to be something that you really want. I can tell you about my experiences, but it's about you. So, the spiritual world, afterlife. People believe in that. There might be heaven, hell, ghosts, aliens, my singing ability. People have to believe in something. Whatever it is. And one thing that ties us all together is that we all have souls, whether they're old or new. They have to be taken forward.
Forward?
Yeah. Into the next life. Have you never heard? Some people say that your eyes are the window to your soul. There's one thing about you, though. When I saw you in that car park, I said that you were susceptible to things. Because you can see things that other people don't see. Because you've got
hope?
No. Love. An undeniable, unbreakable force. And deep down, you know exactly what to do. You don't need anyone's permission.
One mocha with one sugar and a chocolate muffin.
Don't worry, I'll pay for them this time.
You mind?
No.
Now, I know this might sound a little bit weird and even a little bit creepy, but you have a little bit of a nickname around here.
Oh. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, don't worry, it's nothing bad. But do you know when someone is called a cat lady?
Don't have any cats, so...
Well, the lady with the scarf, that's what your nickname is. I'm sorry. I just wanted to talk to you and I didn't really have anything to go on other than your scarf. Whoever gave you that scarf, though, is a wonderful and lucky person. I'm sorry for bothering you. On the house, to save any dignity that I can.
He was released a couple of weeks ago and he came to see me. And he asked me for money, which I refused. And then he went and stole my car. And the next day when I saw him, he was in a right state. He was shaking and sweating, and he told me that if he had off the road somehow on this motorway and collided with a motorist,
Okay, so what do you expect me to do with these kind of complaints?
I'm sorry, David.
Staff and customers alike.
It's a bad day.
These are on separate days. Sarah, I'm sorry.
No,
my hands are tied.
David, please.
Get your things.
Hi, it's me. Are you able to come round? I want to ask you a favour. It's regarding what you shared at the meeting the other day. It has great significance to me and I need to speak to you about it.
I do have a doorbell, you know.
I just need to get out of here. We need to go someplace just for a while, please.
Okay. You can buy the car snacks. Shotgun. Oh, shoes. Ooh, very nice. I must say I like your feng shui. It's very you.
Elise, I just wanted to say thank you.
Sarah?
Mother, what are you doing here?
Have you not been getting my messages? I've been trying to reach you for days.
Who are you? This is my friend. She's helping me. Mother, please, I need to tell you something. Sit down.
I'm just gonna go and find something interesting outside.
Go on, I'm listening.
I don't need Peter's help anymore.
I know, that's what I've been saying.
I've seen him, Mother. On more than one occasion now. I know it's crazy, but at least it's helping me.
You stupid little girl. Chasing ghosts with your stupid so-called friend. You're running around in a fantasy world when there's real issues to be dealt with.
I'm dealing with my issues.
Yes, I know, in your own way, but it's a make-believe. You're not the adult you think you are.
Don't you even begin to think that you know the first thing about me.
I know that you would rather forget about the real world, but that's what needs your attention the most. Your father'd be ashamed.
My father? He wanted nothing to do with either of us, and he abandoned us both.
Oh, please. That was just a story I made up to a 6-year-old girl.
What do you mean?
Your father died like Mark in a car accident. He left me to raise you alone, and you sit there in your little bubble.
Don't you even think for a minute that I didn't know the pain that you were going through. Even as a child, I could smell the alcohol on your breath. There was no bubble. I watched you crumble before my eyes, and I was determined never to let anything break me like it broke you. Your resentment isn't welcome here anymore. And I was stronger than you ever were.
Sarah, wait! Sarah, where are you going?
Please, look after her.
Step away from the car, Mother.
This is where you first spent the night together. And where you realised that you loved him. It's a peaceful place, filled with positive memories, so we'll spend the night here. Forget about everything other than what happened here.
Thanks, Elise.
Don't thank me yet. This may or may not work. It's worth a try. Some others, eh? Who'd have them?
I can't believe she didn't tell me after all these years.
She didn't. You knew there was something wrong, but you never asked. Maybe out of some form of respect for your mother.
In some ways I did. She's always been that way, you know.
You were right about one thing, though.
Really?
Yeah, what happened to her? It broke her. She's never been the same since.
Anyone could see that.
Yeah, but you saw it. And she kept it hidden from you. But you knew something was different, that something had changed. When I first met you, I said you were susceptible.
All I want is for her to be happy.
Yeah, she will be. Once you're taken care of.
Ah, what are you...
Shh. You know what I've realised? A lot of time is wasted on negativity.
Negativity?
Shh. You need to be quiet now. Look, I can't tell you what you need to do from now on.
What's that supposed to mean?
Whatever happens, it's between you and Mark. No one else. Not me, not your mother. Just you two.
What did you do?
Your mother, by the way, who's been battling with her own demons for all of her life. Well, she never stopped to see the bond that you two share. That you'll always share.
Do you reckon you'll be able to help her like you helped me?
We'll see.
This tea is much better than yours.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm going to steal the whole box. Sarah.
Hey, what is it?
You need to see this.
Elise, what are you doing? Elise? Elise? Elise, do you see this?
It's okay.
Did you see what happened last night?
7:30?
How much of last night did you see?
Saw enough, but then it wasn't meant for me.
Well, then how did you know what was going to happen?
I didn't. Or maybe I did. I'm not sure, really.
You said my mother and I shared a bond.
Indeed I did.
Well, then how can she be so...
This is a journey she has to be willing to take. Your mother just needs to listen. You can do this without me, you know. Besides, I think she'd sooner kick my teeth in.
What's going on?
Just listen.
Your mother knows me very well. You could say that we're good friends. My son killed your fiancée, Mark. And I'm truly sorry. I just wanted to say that. The police have him now. I can only hope that it is some comfort to you.
Thank you. No more secrets, yeah? I promise. Hey. You just have to listen, okay? Okay.